And
PC
then,
gaming show.
yes, the second longest, because Microsoft was the biggest, and then PC gaming had around the same sort of games, really, like same sort of amount.
Yeah, quite a lot, and there were. I wouldn't say the same amount, but there were a lot more in depth with
Yes.
games.
So PC gaming started off with XCOM 2,
Yes,
And
War of the Chosen.
War of the Chosen, extra DLC stuff. They've got more classes. There's like 3 new alien races that sort of make up one big sort of threat, but they all sort of hate each other.
Yeah, so what I've got is they've all got distinct playstyles,
Yep.
the 3 enemies. And they also grow over time, so as you get better, so do they.
Yep, they learn new strategies, and then they'll learn your strategies. So if there's one enemy who's like weak from the behind, if you always got behind him and shoot him in the back, a few levels later, they're going to realise that's their weak spot, and they will turn and make sure you can't get their back.
Yeah, and they also gain skills much like you do.
Yep.
You know, so they're going to be really difficult enemies.
Yeah, and XCOM's a great game, but their later levels are so difficult as it is. So this is going to add a whole new difficulty ramp to this game.
Yeah, but on the plus side, you have 3 friendly factions as well.
Yes.
You have the stealth guys, you have the defectors, which are aliens that have defected, obviously.
Yep.
And the Templar, which are kind of like spy soldiers. by the
Yeah.
looks of it.
It just looks brilliant.
It looks really good. And there's another enemy called the Lost,
Yes.
the zombie class.
They're like a neutral sort of faction, aren't they? And they'll attack
Yeah.
anyone on sight.
Yeah, so you're in a battle with the Chosen. You're shooting in, he's shooting back at you. All of a sudden, the Lost shows up, and both of you are shooting the Lost.
Yep, and from what the guy, Jake Solomon, the guy who like made XCOM really, from what he was saying, like they swarm in. It's not just like 1 or 2 come in, there'll be like 10 of them. They'll hear gunshots and then they just appear on the map and they will go for anyone they see.
Yeah, it's a really big deal, and it's coming 29th of August.
Yes, really soon actually. They've announced this and then, 2 months, and then you get all this update and stuff, and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after XCOM was BattleTech, which looks brilliant. It's like battle mechs, it's 3D, tactics, spaceships salvaging, you gain parts, you improve your ship. It's just... I love it, I like the look of it, I'm definitely going to get it.
Yeah. It's kind of XCOM-esque in that, there's line of sight,
Yes.
as well as cover. Despite being in a massive mech, cover actually matters.
Yeah, because they were saying like you can be in these massive battle mechs, but still being in a forest bloody helps. So
Yeah. So.
again, it was fairly similar to the sort of gameplay we saw in XCOM, because it's that same sort of tactical 3D strategy sort of game.
Yep.
But it's a whole different sort of universe. It's a whole different game. It's not related to it at all. It's just the same similar gameplay.
Yeah.
But it looks really good, and they were saying like if you go to battletechgame.com, you can check that out. Once again, that was battletechgame.com. Well, don't forget battletechgame.com. He said it like 7 times, so you'd make sure you'd do it. But I mean, to be fair, it worked. I went on the website and I checked it out. So
Yeah, so did I.
exactly, it was good. Very
We had
nice.
quite a lot of strategy games actually.
Yeah, strategy and zombies were the big theme for this year. So what do we have next then?
Well, I have Ooblets.
Yes, I missed Ooblets. I literally was away from 2 seconds and Ooblets came and gone. All I saw was the colourful walking sim at the end, basically. That's all my notes are. It's just a colourful walking sim.
So you saw the whole thing.
Effectively. But I literally saw the last 2 seconds and I basically got the gist.
Yeah, so I don't know. There was stuff following you around. There's customization and dancing. Is what I got.
I did not see the dancing.
Yeah, there was a load of dancing.
Sweet.
It's like it's planned quite a way in the future. It's like 2018, and
Okay, cool.
kind of looks like Pikmin.
Okay, cool.
Followers following you around, and you make them do shit.
So quite a simplistic sort of game in terms of gameplay, but fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not something that will be on the radar for a while.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what next year brings with it.
Yeah. See what comes out of it more than just a colourful walking sim.
Yeah.
Very nice. So going straight from like a colourful walking sim into medieval knights stabbing each other.
Yep.
Mountain Blade 2 Banner Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord of the Banner.
Exactly, what a name, Banner Lord, man. But yeah, like Mountain Blade is good. I played the first one. It's literally Chivalry but bigger.
Yeah, see now, what concerns me about this, the demo they showed,
Yes.
the environment looked really boring.
It was very desolate. There wasn't like it was big open field, but there was nothing in it.
Yeah, that's it.
it
It's
was-
like desert, open field,
Yeah.
nothing else.
There was like a tiny castle where you could probably have 2-on-2 combat. Any more in that, and you won't be able to move. And then just a huge open field outside it, and there was no like. I know it's not a game where you have cover and stuff, but there was no cover. There was no rocks. There was no trees.
There's no strategy.
It was very much just see a person run up and bash their head in.
Yeah.
They showed off a lot of stuff to do with horses. So obviously they've got a lot more horseplay in it now, and they're more focusing on like a horse combat.
Yeah.
That horseplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just Chivalry, but bigger and better. So yeah, I like Chivalry and I like the first Mountain Blade. So
We'll see.
yeah, see what else they bring
If
to
they
it.
can fix the environment, make it more strategic, maybe
Yeah,
it will look good.
but it's not been announced for too soon, so they have got time to still tweak it.
We'll see.
So yeah, we'll see.
More strategy. Total War.
Total
Warhammer
War
2?
Warhammer 2, yes, 28th of September 2017.
Yep. Massive amount of content apparently.
Yes, absolutely massive. Again, another strategy sort of one, and it's just Total War, Warhammer 1, but bigger and better with more stuff.
4 new factions.
Yes,
That's a lot of factions.
it is a lot of factions. I think they always said they were only going to announce like 2 new ones, and then they were like, forget it, we'll just do all 4 now. Or something, and it just, it looks good. I've not played too much of the first one. I like strategy games, and I've watched a lot of the first one, I haven't played a lot. So, new
I think I played 30,000 a little bit.
yeah.
It was okay.
So yeah, a lot of new factions. It means new gameplay and new ways to play. So be interesting.
40,000.
Yeah, I was going to say 30,000. That's a much smaller number than I remember. But yeah,
I lost 10,000 users at the start.
clearly you were just that bad.
I'm pretty bad.
But yeah, so Total War just the same, but more stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. This next one interested me because I've not even heard of it before, but it
Have you
seems
not heard of Shadowverse?
I've not heard of Shadowverse, but it seems like something we'd both very much like because it seems very Hearthstone-y.
It is a card game indeed.
Because it's card games. It even looked quite similar to Hearthstone, but with its own sort of spin on it. And so Shadowverse announced their new DLC, the Wonderland Dreams.
Yes, and they announced nothing of the DLC.
No, at all. They literally sort of said, this is Shadowverse, this is all the stuff, there's now Wonderland Dreams, here's a cinematic. And then they moved on.
Yep,
So,
that's it. We have no idea what the Wonderlands DLC will bring.
Nope.
I assume some cards.
I would assume some cards, but I mean, for me it was interesting because I didn't even know Shadowverse existed. So for me, I saw Shadowverse as a new game. So I was like, this is a good reveal. But obviously, everybody knew the game existed, so.
Does indeed exist.
Exactly. So, yeah, not too bad. Definitely have to look into that. Me and you might have to have a few games and see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Very nice. Destiny 2 was their next reveal.
Oh, this is the big one.
This
isn't it?
is the big one. Did they have the big Destiny here thing? It was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, this is where they showed off all the stuff. They showed off parts of like the new storyline that's going to be built into it.
And it also showed it off again in the PlayStation.
Oh yes, the PlayStation showed the story in that, didn't it? This one was literally just Destiny 2 was coming off, and then PlayStation did Destiny 2. Loads of exclusives coming straight to PlayStation rather than PC and that. Showed us some more of the like story and what's actually going to happen in the game.
Yeah, it's Destiny. It looks good.
Yeah,
Destiny will get Destiny 2.
exactly. Destiny's great. Destiny 2, they just said basically like PlayStation's getting more exclusives. So there's like a new raid, a new map, and some online stuff that you can only get on PlayStation rather than PC. So, but yeah, Destiny, but again, just bigger, more weapons, more stuff, more people.
Yeah.
Story looks good. I can't actually remember what the guy's name was in the story, who's the villain in it, but
Bob.
let's go with Bob. So Bob has been biding,
Evil
Bob has been biding his time for ages basically to come back, and now he's back and he's going to kill everybody. That's
Pokeball.
That's basically the gist, but it's Destiny. Go out and get it. Yes. Next up was basically just Intel talking about their partnership with esports gaming.
Yeah, they're sponsoring ESL now.
Yes. So all the ESL stuff is like the latest Intel computers and monitors, and they're just taking over esports. Really, they've sort of just said, "Here, take all our new stuff and show off how good it is."
Pretty much. And they're also investing in like VR esports.
Yes, they are.
Which is an interesting idea.
It is, because at the moment there's not really that much going on. Like, stuff have obviously been announced about VR games that they're trying to make esporty, but now they're sort of set.
Echo Arena.
Yes, Echo Arena.
Which I would describe it as space Quidditch.
That, to be fair, is that's pretty good. That's what I'd say. It's space sort of Quidditch, but it's all like VR, but it's all moving using your hands, isn't it? So there's no like flying.
I'm not sure.
Or was that just the Lone Echo single player part?
I think the Lone Echo was single player. You just move around with your hands.
Yeah, with the hands and that, and then the arena part was like flying around.
You had jetpacks.
Oh yes, you did, didn't you? So it must be.
So I feel like you've got a little bit more control over how you move.
Yeah, but it looks good. It's literally space Quidditch. There's a goal, you fly around, you pass it, you put it in a goal.
Yeah. Could be funny to watch.
Could be. I'm probably not going to play in it, but let us know. Let us know if you're playing it. We'll come watch you.
Yeah.
Yes, this next one, it looked interesting, and my notes literally say Legend of Zelda, but replace Link with a fox.
Yeah, so our fox, second fox of the E3.
Exactly. Tunic is the name of this game.
Yeah, it looks good.
It just looks like some of the original Legend of Zelda games, but you play as a fox instead, and it looks brilliant. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can't describe it better than Legend of Zelda, but with a fox.
Yeah, there's the combat, there's the graphics, it looks colourful. It literally looks like Majora's Mask, but with a fox. So
masks.
yes, but it looks good. So no, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking that out. It looks cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it's something that they probably could go really well with the Switch. But
possibly, yes. I wouldn't be surprised to see on the Switch.
No, that's definitely sort of thing, and because it is very Legend of Zelda-esque, they probably will turn around and be like, yeah, we'll have you as well. Why not?
Give me.
Exactly. After that was PUBG, which we've already announced had the climbing, the vaulting, the new weather stuff.
Yeah.
And then Tripwire for Killing Floor 2 has got some new additions.
Yeah, so this is like a clown-based summer limited time event.
Yeah, it's the summer sideshow.
And like Killing Floor 2 is also free on Steam for the week, so that you can play it.
Yes, so you have no excuse not to go and play it. So I need to download it and play it. I have no excuse.
I'm probably not going to play it.
I like Killing Floor. It's good. I like the first one. Second one's pretty good. It's very much a multiplayer, layer by layer sort of shooting survival sort of game, but it is good. It is fun. And the first one did have a lot of like events that went on depending on different seasons and stuff, and that's basically what they're doing for this. Is they're bringing a summer event which is going to be like a carnival theme with lots more like the zombies are basically dressed as clowns and you get to shoot them in the face. So
Yeah.
that's basically it, but it looks good. And then we've already had Forza mentioned, haven't we, with the new car?
Oh yeah, what we didn't mention though is the amount of USB support they've put into it.
Yeah, you can play it with anything that has a USB controller, basically. Like
they played it with a Guitar Hero.
I don't know how they're gonna do that, but they were literally like, "Oh, we've used Guitar Hero." They used one of those freaking dance mats.
Someone on Twitch will do a Forza 7 run in like the most ridiculous control, like Donkey Kong drums.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
On like Forza 7.
Oh, mate, I would play that. But yeah, so you can now play it with any USB controller. So go nuts, link us on Twitch, and let us come watch you play it on a Guitar Hero one. Let's link us, and I want to come watch someone play it using a SingStar mic.
I don't think that's gonna work.
It has a USB, so let's see if it works.
But yeah, they've definitely done it with like Guitar Hero controllers, etc.
Yeah, which is just nuts.
Yeah.
Very nice. Again, the next few we've sort of already mentioned, like Sea of Thieves. They showed off a lot more stuff to do with that. We've already sort of covered.
Yeah.
The Last Night we've already covered. The platformer inspired by Oddworld. The guy actually said when he was on this time.
So what we haven't covered though is islands.
Islands, which is so it's Y lands, but obviously it's islands because it's meant to stand for like your lands because it's all to do with like your story. And it's you're on a stranded island and you have to survive and craft, and then you can build up and expand and build boats and go off to different islands and stuff.
Yeah, but not only that, it's a massive sandbox.
Yes.
With its own internal editor, so you don't even have to download anything. You can just create your own maps and environments.
Yeah. Which I thought was really good. It's the actual tool they use to build the game themselves. So they've literally said, like, go in, if you don't like what we've done with it, you can change how it looks and you can make your island bigger and smaller and add more bits. And it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's...
But it is something we've seen before in, like, what was that game? That's...
Which one?
PlayStation did it.
I know exactly what you mean. It's just another survival crafting sort of game, which is quite open worldy, but it's gonna bug me now. But I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like Rust, but sit on a stranded island.
Yeah. I guess.
But it's good. They sort of said like you can go to the island's website and play now. But when I went onto it to have a look, like because so many people must have been doing it, the whole website crashed, so I couldn't actually look at anything.
So many sites were down when I went to sign up.
Yeah, so I might have a look at it today actually, because they said you can play now. Or if not play now, you can sort of like pre-order it now and then get earlier access to it or something. So I might have a look because I do like the survival crafting sort of games. So, and it looks very like the sort of style I would play. So I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's $10 apparently.
Yeah, not bad at all. What's that? £6, £7?
About that.
Done. Take my money. After that was a sci-fi RPG, but from Clay Companies, called Griffland.
Yeah.
Tell us about Griffland.
It's got like a hand-drawn styling.
Yes.
It looks really good. It's coming early 2018.
Yes. So they didn't show that much really. It was like a bit of gameplay, some of the shooty sort of stuff, and it looked cool.
Yeah. That's all I've got.
Yeah, that's basically what I've got. I've literally just got cool and shooty, so...
Yeah, I really like its styling.
No, I do. It looked good, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that. It's early 2018, so we'll definitely hear more come Christmas sort of time. After that, obviously Lone Echo and the Echo Arena, we've already sort of mentioned. It's got the multiplayer Quidditch aspect, and then the single player has like a VR controller movement, so you use your hands to pull yourself along in space and that.
Yeah, you're like a mining AI on a asteroid ship somewhere.
Looks cool. That's coming out July 20th. So it's not
so soon, actually. I didn't realise it was out so soon.
Yeah, July 20th. It's not long to wait. Literally, what, a month?
Yeah. Damn.
So yeah, that's not too bad. This next one looks good, and I'm interested, but it looks so insanely difficult. Like, literally watching all the guys who are like YouTubers and Twitchers who play all these sort of games, and even they were saying like it's so insane and so hard. Like, I want to get into it, but I have a feeling I'm going to get killed way too many times and just rage quit.
Are you going to mention the name of it?
Lawbreakers.
There we go. So, it's interesting, isn't it? It's like a competitive arena shoot, yet there's a ball.
Yes, it's like a massive PvP shooter, extremely fast paced. Each class has their ways to like move around the map stupidly crazy. So you've got like a gunslinger who's got like a grappling hook who can jump off the map, grapple under the map, and then like catapult herself into the air to shoot people from above.
Yeah, so what they were saying is like attacks can come from literally everywhere.
Yeah, so you can't ever chill. Like the entire game looks so fast paced and so insane. It looks good. It looks really good. That's PC and PS4 that's coming out for.
Yeah.
And that's August 8th, so again that's not too long. And
You
just
can pre-order now, I think.
yeah, you can. So it looks good. I think I'm gonna wait and watch some Twitch people first, just to see how hard it is, because If I pre-order it and then die too many times, I'm gonna get very annoyed.
You will definitely die too many times.
Then I will get very annoyed.
Someone that could just get up in the sky and all of a sudden you get to worry about
Yes.
We're almost done.
We are. Yeah, with PC gaming. Don't worry, guys, it's gonna be over soon, and then we've got a few more left, but it's fine.
So, Wargroove.
Wargroove.
I'm not sure if you've seen this before.
I've not seen Wargroove before, but I've very much seen Fire Emblem before, and I love Fire Emblem.
Well, so Wargroove is coming to the Switch, and it was one of the games that they kind of premiered in one of the directs about all their kind of indie games.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was pretty much the same exact trailer.
All right.
So, for me, there was nothing really new.
Fair enough.
But it does look like an okay game where you can kind of create your own campaigns and stuff as well.
Yeah, again, same with Islands. Like they've said, they've put the actual in-game editor in, so you can make your own maps. There's like 12 or 13 different campaigns built into it.
Yep.
It's a pixel-based sort of game that takes heavy inspiration from Fire Emblem. It's turn-based. There's online and local multiplayer.
Yep.
And it's that same sort of Fire Emblem thing where it's like turn-based, you enter combat and it does like a little cinematic of your troops running over and like shooting the other group and that. It just, yeah, seems interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on it because I like Fire Emblem and it's that same sort of thing. They did say themselves they've got heavy inspiration from Fire Emblem, so...
Yes.
Interesting. Yes, right, next up, October 10th, mate. Middle-earth, Shadow of the War again.
Yep.
We've already sort of mentioned it, but we've now got a date, October 10th. Again, the Nemesis system looks good. We've already sort of mentioned it, so let's just move on.
Age of Empires.
Age of freaking Empires, mate.
That's
Like,
something no one was expecting.
like remastered graphics. It's just a remake of the first game, but they've like used entirely new, updated sprites for everything, and it just looks brilliant.
Well, it's not just a remake. They've like taken some of the mechanics in the newer ones
Yeah.
and put them into the original.
Oh
just
yes,
to
'cause
make life easier.
yes, because they said there was a few things that were missing from the first one that players really liked, so they've decided just to bash it all together now to keep us happy.
Yeah, including zoom distance.
Yes, the zoom distance is good.
How amazing is that? You can zoom out.
Exactly. Imagine that, guys. Age of Empires with zoom.
It's mind blowing.
Yes. So it's going
And
to be Age of
online
Empires.
multiplayer as well.
Yes.
And there will be more at Gamescom.
Yes, no, I did see that, so we will keep an eye out on that. Yeah, sounds very good. The Age of Empires Definitive Edition. That's about all we've really got for that, really, isn't it?
So there's a couple of things
Go for it.
that were kind of in the interlude on Twitch between PC gaming and Ubisoft.
Okay, cool, yeah. So I didn't
One
really...
of them was Ark.
I know Dossier is
Okay, yeah.
In
physical book now.
the full release is coming.
Oh,
You know,
sure.
it's no longer going to be an early access game. It will be released very soon. Which is good. And that will include stuff like the final story because it was cut off for the early access.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
So you'll finally get to know what's going on.
Awesome, because I need to know what's going on, because I've got no freaking clue what's going on.
And there's another one called Fortnite.
Oh, I have heard about this.
Fortnite looks really good.
We liked
It's kind of like a
the sort of 1980s sort of
totally not
stylized,
googling it now.
Oh, of course not.
world, and
Just
so there's a
regret-
lot of,
like,
a bit of mad
refresh my
science and
memory.
stuff. We used-
Of
used
course,
to
I'll
say,
just
like,
talk so they can't hear the typing of
Back to
keys.
the Future.
No,
Slant
so
that
it's
level of
it's
technology in this
by
sort of
Epic Games.
suburban,
Yep.
and it's kind of a
Advanced but
survival
not
co-op.
janky technology. That's what I always think.
Yeah, yeah,
Coming
that's
to,
right,
like,
that's right.
PlayStation,
Listen,
Xbox, and
yeah, it's like
PC.
you know, we,
Cool.
we have
And
this,
there's
actually
different
the
characters that have their own
Lightning
classes.
Mission
Again,
playing
it's
right
kind
now
of
is
another
actually
one
a
of
good
them.
example of that. So,
But the kind of
the
idea
big
is
bad guy in the
you
world of Fortnite
build a
the
little
storm,
base
and monsters come from the
and
storm,
do
the
some
players have to-
missions,
have to
and like
defend
enemies
themselves
come and attack your
and survivors
base,
from the storm.
and
One of the characters
you
in the
can
game
like
is called
build
Lars, and he
defenses.
is
There's a class
he's a
that's like
storm
really good
chaser,
at
and that's what he
defenses.
did before-
There's a
before
class that's
people
really good at like
disappeared.
scavenging
And
for loot.
he needed to
There's a
get an
class
antenna
that's good
one
at like
day,
shooting and sneaking up
so
on
he could
people.
actually, track the
So
storm a little bit better. But because
It's
we're in the
like
world of
fairly
Fortnite,
in depth, and the base
they,
building
our
is
robot
also
system
pretty in
decided
depth.
that
You
instead
can
of
build some
actually
really cool
building
stuff.
a giant
Nice.
antenna, she just put
as
a
well
hot
as
air balloon
like
onto
skill
the van that he
trees
drives
to
around and
enhance
move the van
aspects
closer
of
to the
characters.
storm rather than have a giant antenna.
Oh,
Just
And I think
just
there's also
weird stuff like
a
that
rage mode
that we
Oh,
just
awesome.
thought was fun, and,
in
and
the
so that's
there's
seems cooler.
That is cool.
like
so what
a
you're doing
massive
right now,
storm
you can do,
again
like,
that
while
you
like,
go
moving
into.
around, you can build
Oh, that's
bases.
cool.
Is there ever an
And,
active moment where you're in combat and you want to
massive
build bases
bosses.
around?
I'm
your
definitely
wall
going to have to look at this because I didn't see anything about this at the E3 because I missed the bits in between. But I'm definitely going to go back and look at
It's
that.
coming really soon on July 25th, but if you pre-order, you can start playing on July 21st.
Oh, brilliant! So maybe pre-order might be worth it.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I might have to have a look at that. What are you thinking, PC?
Probably, yeah.
Cool. So guys, tune in at some point for some co-op videos on that.
Yeah, definitely, it'll be good.
It will be.
Sort of classic mission that